Good morning. It's a Wednesday morning, a very unusual time for me to be doing a live stream, but I'll explain why as time goes on. And I welcome you all here. I see Steve Walker and Bernd Bookman and Deb Leiby Clark and Linda Worster and Amy Roche and Bonnie O'Donnell and Debbie Moore and David Arthur Radcliffe, Rhonda Scott Merrick, a good bunch coming in, Warren Bendler, Ken Nashiff. Good to see you all here this morning. Deb Leiby Clark, I hope you are, as you say, getting better every day. I see coffee in the picture for you, as it is for me. And so speaking of coffee, why don't we just get that out of the way right now, the coffee thing. So here's to all of you a cloink. We hit that old microphone. Whenever we cloink, I think about my buddy Guy Davis. And I'll be spending the next week with Guy up in New Hampshire. Really looking forward to that. And we'll talk more about that too. In the meantime, there's a picture of Charlie. I got a great picture of Charlie yesterday afternoon out in the yard surveying his realm. There he is. It's almost like he was posing for me. And I go sit out in the yard and play guitar sometimes when I just like to sit in the sun and feel the sun on me, even when it's warm. And then I come back into the air conditioning and I feel good about that too. So there he is, Charlie the dog, in good nick, down to about 60 pounds now, which is was his target weight. So he's doing well in the weight department. And like that. So let's get down to a little music. Let me do a quick check here because I see more comments came in. John Ferrulo is here and Dave Mason and Carol Pred. And I said hi to Linda Worster. Ooh, that coffee. And here we go. This is a work song from Texas, and I think the band recorded it, but I heard it from Steve Mann, and I didn't really, I don't have a recording of him doing it, or if I do, it's somewhere in the archives, and but I came up with my own version. It's a beautiful song. Now there ain't no more cane on the Brazos boys. It's all ground down to molasses, yeah. Well, you should have been on the river in 1904. There was a dead man lying in every single row. Now go down, Hannah, don't you rise no more. Don't you rise again till judgment day is sure. And you should have been on the river in 1910. They was rolling the women as hard as they drove the men. Now there ain't no more cane on the Brazos, boys. It's all ground down to molasses, yeah. Ain't no more cane on the Brazos. So, next up, let me see if anybody else stopped in. Lori Payne is here. Hi, Lori. This is an original, and I think about on warm summer days like this. I think of my Hepcat days when I could just stay up till the middle of the night, get up at noon, play guitar. When I was in West Philly, I would walk over to Urban Outfitters, which was just getting started then. It was kind of almost like a thrift shop, and get breakfast. They had a couple restaurants in the back there, and see some friends, wander back home, play more guitar. Those were the days. Now I used to live a Hepcat life. It had a lot of drama and a lot of strife. Staying in some cheap abode, the rent comes due and you hit the road. Catch a ride out of town, miss your baby, you feel so down. Call her number and you get some guy. Just shrug your shoulders and you go get high. Play the guitar till 3 a.m. Breakfast at noon, then you start again. Late nights at the diner with friends to see, for laughter and camaraderie. The sun went down and I was at my best. The sun came up, that's when I would rest. Now I get up with the dawn. I end up working all day long. I don't quite know why or when I became a model citizen. Life used to be messy in many ways, but boy, I sure miss those Hepcat days. Yes, I used to live a Hepcat life. Had a lot of drama and a lot of strife. Life was messy in many ways, but boy, I sure miss those Hepcat days. Hepcat days, my misbegotten youth. I lived in a little one-room apartment in West Philadelphia, where I'd lean my mattress up against the wall during the day, and that was my living room and dining room and kitchen. And then at night, plop, I could go to bed on the floor. The classic pallet on the floor, as you say. And I didn't need much to live on, so it was a good life during those times. But it was messy in many ways, as I said. So I've said hi to Bernd Bookman. Thanks, Bernd, for being here. Warren and Janelle. Lucille Loveland Avakian, and she's the sister of Helen Avakian, who I will mention in a couple moments when I do the announcements. And Jeanette Hubner is here. And Jeanette, I forgot to check for what you told me to check for. It's been busy here. I had another tree fall down in my yard, so I'm in the midst of trying to get that removed. And it actually fell down into my neighbor's yard. And he's pretty picky about his yard, so I'm trying to get that taken care of. So, and Keitha and David are here. Keitha and or David, good to see you guys up in Connecticut. And Mike Carr, and it's good to see you too, Mike Carr. And it's true, I do take attendance and I am vengeful. With Mike. And I don't know about with other people, but with Mike I do. So some announcements this afternoon. The reason we're doing a morning concert today is because this afternoon I will be going into Philadelphia, in the Mount Airy section of Philadelphia, and playing for a political rally at the Allens Lane train station. If you're in Philly, come on out. And there's a speaker. His name is, let me find him here. He's a principal of a local school, and he's going to talk about how the Republican destruction of education is hurting local schools. His name is Leroy Hall Jr., and I don't know which school he's a principal of, but he will be speaking. I will play maybe 3 songs, then he will speak for a while, then I will play a 4th song, then the day will go on. So that's today's gig, and I'll be taking the Prue RBL00 in with me because it's a great guitar for amplifying, and it's also a little more weatherproof than some guitars. And then this weekend I leave for Sam W., and that means there won't be any more live stream concerts after today until the 20th, which is a Sunday. I'll try to do one then. I get back on Saturday. And so Sam W., I had some posts of it up on my page. You can go look. And it's going to be a lovely week up there. I just love the people there. And I'll see old friends, maybe make some new friends. That's the way it goes. And I see that the Pasquas are here on YouTube in some way or shape. And Larry Pattis is here. Hi, Larry. And Larry's a fine guitar player out in the great Northwest. And like that. So this is the Pre-War Guitars Company 0028 or 00 Brazilian Adirondack guitar. You've seen it before. You'll see it again. There is a PayPal link right there by my left index finger, and a Venmo link if you'd like to send a little contribution. And I appreciate all of you who do, and so does Charlie. Charlie can't speak about it in human terms, but he does appreciate it. And the Invisibles, George Young of Winter Garden, Florida, might be here, and Judith Fox and Joel Biget, and Mario Prue, who built that Mario Prue guitar we talked about a minute ago. The schedule I am on now, I assume Helen Avakian, who's Lucille Avakian's sister, will be on tomorrow night with David Irwin at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 Central. On Friday, I don't know who's playing because Bunny and Slim, who usually play on Fridays, are both at the Chet Atkins Appreciation Society in Nashville, so there might not be anything then. And Warren, I assume, is not playing because I saw on his page there are links for FolkNet's Music in the Valley. And if you are going to play, Warren, put something up. But if not, then I've announced not. And then on Sunday, I will not be here. You're on your own for the next week. And Audrey Bernheimer's here. I think she's going to come out to the We the People gig this afternoon. That's at 4 o'clock at the Allens Lane train station. And like that. So we will, let me get everything back organized here on my page again. We'll do that, and we'll do this. And so next up, I'm going to do an instrumental for you. And it is an old ragtime piano tune which was arranged by Dave Van Ronk. Now I don't do it exactly like Dave did, because his hands were like twice as big as me, so mine, twice as big as me, maybe, I don't know. And so I had to reprogram it to fit my hands. So the St. Louis Tickle. The St. Louis Tickle, and I can't remember who wrote it, I have the feeling it's Pinkard and someone. But Dave Van Ronk did the definitive guitar arrangement of it. And I see Jim Greco has stopped in right on time, as he often does. And like that. So I have one more tune for you today. From the great Mose Allison. Here we go. Well, I can't believe the things that I'm seeing, and I'm wondering about some things I heard. Everybody's crying mercy when nobody knows the meaning of the word. A bad enough situation is sure enough getting worse. Everybody's crying justice, just as long as there's business first. So toe to toe, touch and go, give a cheer and grab your souvenir. Now there's people running round in circles, they don't know where they're headed for. Everybody's crying peace on earth just as soon as we win this war. So straight ahead, knock 'em dead. Grab your kit and choose your hypocrite. Now you don't have to go to Off-Broadway to see something plain absurd. Everybody's crying mercy when nobody knows the meaning of the word. Nobody knows the meaning of the word. Everybody's crying mercy. And Bonnie O'Donnell says, really like that last one. Bonnie, as a songwriter, you should look into Mose Allison, his whole catalog. He's wrote a bunch of great songs. Not exactly what you, in your genre, I don't think, but as a jazz blues songwriter, he was very clever and really well skilled in what he did. Anyhow, I thank you all for visiting with me again. I did see that Debbie Moore said she's going to be at Sam W., so I'll get to see her in person. Maybe I'll see some others of you. And take care of yourselves. In the meantime, I will be back on the 20th if the world still exists. Always a question at this point. So we'll give you a little, maybe just a little, thanks, Bonnie. Be happy and be healthy, do your best. Be brave and be calm. Be kind, it's a snap. And if you get cranky, take a nap. Take care. Much love to you all. Bye-bye.